I'm hoping it'll rear back and throw him off.
Maybe break.
Well, it forces a ride check, but if he's any good, he'll probably pass it.
Horse riding has a
I
dodge
declare
DV of 3.
I declare my dodge on the horse.
That's not how it works.
Thank you.
Yeah, riding horse has a dodge DV of 3, which I
So,
think
it's
you
double.
didn't have. I think you hit.
Yeah.
With 9 successes, I think you hit.
Even
well,
with like penalties for range, yes, you've hit his horse.
For how much is the question?
Oh,
How do you
that-
determine damage? So the broadhead is +4. I have bracers that with the heartstone in for +2. Dice. So how is this calculated normally?
Well, bracer. So first of all, take the base damage of the weapon, and because it's a bow, the ammunition.
So yeah, it's broadhead. I do have strength. Do you get a strength value on top of that?
For a power bow, yes.
All right,
Because
so
I think
that's
power bow is the
4,
exception to that rule.
4, and then that is bracers for another 2.
Yep.
Whatever this means.
That.
Well, that means that's 4 lethal damage because 10s don't double on damage those.
Yeah.
But given that it's a mortal horse, that's probably just nailed the horse in the brain.
Well, you have to subtract it to soak, don't forget.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
2 damage to a horse will put it into incapacitated. So, honestly,
Yeah. So dodge soak is 3B, which is 3
blood.
bashing.
What's his lethal?
0 lethal.
What arrows were you using?
Broadhead.
Okay, so that is
Oof.
blood, isn't it? Yeah.
Broadhead, these slice.
Bashing. Hell of a lot.
Apparently, he didn't put the barding on his horse.
Yeah,
He wasn't
probably didn't-
expecting this. He expected to come up, beat his chest a bit, and then ride away.
Yeah.
He didn't
I
come
mean,
out.
look at the distance we're dealing with here. We're dealing with several city blocks. So an arrow essentially, like, he comes up, shouts, an arrow arcs out from the thing. It just basically
Now-
has a note on it saying that, so it pierces his horse's head, like it takes it clean off.
Now, Gray,
Yes.
generally speaking, if your mount is critically wounded or killed, you have to make a dex ride check to not be thrown from it.
That's
Yeah.
fine. That
Oh.
would be.
I mean, I'm sure the guy will pass.
Remember, Mark. You need to mark it so it shows your dice, Gray.
Oh yes, I haven't done that bit. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, good catch there, whoever that was.
That's me.
Oh, it's in caps as well.
Make all the dice obvious.
Yeah, revealing gold. There we go.
We believe in transparency in this game.
Indeed.
Half the charms make you so transparent you can't be seen. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He-
He's fine.
The horse goes down and he just kind of combat rolls off the front of it and then rises up. You probably
But
can't
not
tell from
dirty.
this. You can tell from this distance he ain't happy with that.
Yeah, where? Does he even read the message, or is he just like, you fucks a bit now?
You don't
Yeah.
need a message on it. The arrow is message enough.
Yeah, true enough.
Yes, he basically just fired in. Instead of nuts, it's just arrow.
Arrow to there.
Yep, so yes.
Why
He
did you
basically
fire
just like
the
brings
horse?
his arm up and then just makes a fist. And then brings it down. And there's just the sound of...
Well, shooting him while he's talking would be rude.
Yeah.
Hey, the
Hey, hey,
arrow
hey.
technically didn't hit him until he stopped his horse until he stopped talking.
Adamant. Shoot him again.
No, that unfortunately at that point, Gray would be in his rights to declare actions. I think if he's just ordered his army to start. So
Yes. We're now going to battle.
Oh, that's perfect.
bloody hell! Here we go.
No. This is perfect. This is what we wanted. We wanted
No.
them to be angry.
Oh no, it is. It's just I despise the war mechanics in Exalted.
The thing is, he's not waiting for his fleet. His fleet will probably come in nighttime. When
No,
they
I know.
will
Why
not
would
be
they
spotted.
do that?
Because they will not be spotted.
No, we've just pissed him off really badly. They're coming now.
Yes.
The fleet is probably going to take time. He's probably on a schedule for the fleet to arrive and attack at the same time. But if his fleet is now, he's not waiting for the fleet. He's attacking now.
Yes, he is attacking now.
Oops.
You've successfully moved his timetable up.
It's not that bad. We'll have to recall a lot of the soldiers that are waiting on the dock.
Well, don't do that until we're sure the fleet's not actually there.
Yeah,
I'd rather not pull away the defenders
We have-
when
we have
you know,
Let's not assume that they don't have some.
Look,
means of blood
we'll just
with
have some. We'll have
communication.
someone in the highest building with a spot with if there's any form of spyglass or something like that, or with the best eyesight, staring out. Unless they've clouded the fleet in shadow and the illusion. I mean,
I-
When you're on a battlefield, you can't move people around on a whim. If they were at the docks,
I know.
they're pretty much stuck at the docks until the end of the battle.
It's just gonna take time for them to come up. The battle is gonna last for a long time.
all right. So how are we doing this? So since I
Well-
assume I'm
We wait for them to
assume-
go into the city and then light them on fire.
Well,
Well,
the first thing we've actually got to do is roll join war, which immediately. Oh god. Right.
We are going to hand wave most of this, don't worry.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I assume I'm over here, so that
'Cause-
was quite.
For people who don't know, the mass combat rules were not written by anybody who was in any way, shape, or form sane.
Somebody get a little bit too happy about modeling Chinese war.
He didn't even get happy, he didn't even model anything, he just wrote a bunch of stats and that was it.
Yeah,
We don't know how these stats apply or how do you gain them or how you use them or
it
what
would
makes
it would
them
actually be simpler for me to get a war game rulebook from my other room and teach you how to play something like the Art de Guerre
Yeah,
than actually use these rules.
you could teach us 8th edition tabletop instead of, it would be quicker than teaching us
God
these,
no, I've got something, I've got Chinese units in in one of my historical war games.
It
I
would
could just
be-
do that.
It would be more easier to teach us
we
Venus
can finish
Command.
Sun Tzu, the Art of War, before we can finish explaining the mass combat rules in this game.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
the
then-
Art of War was only like 20 pages, so.
Yeah, the extended one's a bit longer with commentaries, but yeah. So yeah,
right,
we
how are we gonna do
will
this?
actually just go for join war to begin with, which is wits plus war.
Wits plus war. Okay, I'm at
Yeah.
7 dice on that thing.
Unfortunately, many. Wow.
Wait, is everybody else rolling this too? Is everyone rolling
No,
this?
just the commander.
Only
Okay.
the commander. Because basically the idea is everyone else is following the commander's orders, so
worry,
the commander
I
gets
got
to
this.
do the ordering. Yeah, he does actually. That's
That's
not a
good.
bad-
That's good that you got this.
That's a solid join war roll right there.
Yeah. The signal flags are flying in the wind, and the orders are given visually. Prepared for battle. Extra arrows are being brought up, extra pitch, extra stones. The fires that are going to heat up the oil and the water and the sand, it is going to be thrown on the attackers that have been started, and we're
may
ready
wanna-
for them to attack.
You may want to wait until your turn. Yeah, he hasn't even rolled initiative yet.
Yes.
It's honestly just bearing it. The order is just saying. prepare for battle, and
it
then
does not allow
everything
me. It does not allow me to type roll 60s. Oh no, it's because I'm rolling d6s.
I was going to say, why are you rolling d6s?
It also helps if I put the D in there. No, apparently I can't use roll.
You could just right click on the d10.
Isn't it slash die, not slash roll? Oh, hey, we
Well,
won.
he's also not bad at it.
Yeah, you're right. It's just slash die. It's been that long since I had to type it out.
Wait, did some madman actually decide to go and make D6 roll a thing?
Probably.
How do you get target number 7 if you're doing D6s though?
You don't.
Probably.
You don't, it's
You
d10.
don't.
Actually
Yeah.
supposed to be rolling d6s.
Exalted is a game that just doesn't have d6. So
This is Exalted, so I was merely I was assuming. I wasn't going to assume anything.
curiosity.
Hmm?
And probably because whoever made the Exalted module forgot to remove the d6.
It's probably not worth removing the d6s. I can probably roll d8s to be honest.
I mean, honestly,
See,
they're
if you
probably.
take a look, at the top right, if you take a look at the top right corner, there, all your dice just moved over there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
true.
Yeah,
there,
true.
there are probably plenty of reasons to actually have those, like, you know,
Yeah.
rolling for effects and things.
Anyway. Yep, you've got the advantage.
Yes.
So he's not fully planned this.
Can I?
Did he really like that horse or something?
Well, it's more of the fact that he just went in there, trumpets and horns blazing, expecting the town to give up, and then his horse just got. I doubt he was necessarily in the world's best mood.
He's probably also
Drag-
Yeah. he was thinking,
Sounds like
oh, this
a
is gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy.
Oh,
plunder,
so
slaves,
he's probably
money.
also thinking that
There goes my horse.
he's also probably thinking the only person who can make that shot would probably be Anathema, right?
Nah,
Well,
No,
here's
not
the
necessarily.
thing, though. It's entirely possible he's not immaculate at all.
Hmm.
he
We
could
don't
just
even
be
know
a
what
very
that means.
angry, arrogant dragonblood who's not terribly pleased. His great big moment of "look at me, I'm a badass" got undercut by his Orskins.
He could be an outcast that just happened to find his way into a merc guild.
Hmm.
Which is not at all uncommon. Right,
Actually,
if we're
it's
going...
probably the second most popular occupation for outcasts aside from adopted realm.
Pretty much. Alright, well, as we're all technically following Tresden's orders on this one...
The orders have already been prepared in advance since yesterday.
No, I know. Yeah.
Just, say a word, the banners are waving, and all the soldiers are preparing. Trumpets blaring, all that hubbub.
You're all ready for this. You're fine. The chances of the entire city getting murdered is quite small. You've worked out.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, yeah,
Mhm.
the first wave will be ineffective. It will, crash up against the walls. They haven't done any bombardment. They're basically just trying to storm the gate. They got some battering
They-
rams.
They probably only using rope ladders and just ladders in general. No siege towers, no rams, no nothing.
They'll have
Well,
a
how
few.
would you
They'll have a few
honest-
handheld rams, but nothing major.
Honestly, how really could you get a siege tower past all all
the major causeway.
Yeah, there's
The major
roads.
The causeway up to the gate, you can hide a ram at the base of the siege tower and just invade from 2 locations. These things exist. But yeah, they're completely unready, and we just slaughter them.
This will not make him happy.
We just did the equivalent of shooting. No, okay, it wasn't shooting ducks in a barrel, fish in a barrel, but we were just having target practice.
walls work. Who knew?
Yeah. How many dead did they leave?
A few hundred probably.
Oof, that's
Yeah.
not pleasant.
There's no such thing as an easy attack in Siege.
He's gonna be even more pissed.
Yes.
Particularly when the enemy have a mute. Fuck that.
Poor fellow.
Alright, so they'll withdraw after the first assault. And
Yeah.
at this point, they're going to have to start thinking about an actual bit of planning.
I'm gonna send my soldiers, some of them, to loot the bodies. Extra weapons and armor is always nice. And
I think that's going to be after the battle's done, rather than rescuing
Yeah,
them.
that's not the sort of thing you're gonna be
Let's
able
not
to
open
pull
the
off
door.
in the middle of a fight just between waves.
Oh no, they've already been repulsed.
Yeah,
I
but,
would... Yeah, this is the grey on that one, I think.
it's not going to be
They-
that's not going to be much of a thing to find anyway.
Fine.
They've backed off just outside of most of our archery. They haven't just left them.
There's a reason most battle doctrine mid-battle looting was punishable by death.
Though it's not exactly mid.
Kind of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
absolutely battle. The battle has been joined and has not ceased.
Battles don't just stop. They just do can't carry on for a while. Alright, so
Depends how roll you roll stealth, though.
yeah. So you'll probably get like a Knight of Beast now.
Did you just say something? It got kind of robot-sized.
Oh, sorry. You'll probably get a Knight of Peace.
Uh-huh.
Good. Get your motes back.
Yep.
Did any of us even spend modes?
Some of us spent on excellencies during the stealth phase earlier.
Yeah.
You rested over the night before.
So yeah, and the next day they'll be much more cautious. They've started to put up their
Much more
trebuchets.
coherent
Yes.
attack.
They've started to put up their trebuchets.
So who wants to go and destroy some siege works?
I do.
Sounds like
We're
plan to me.
gonna have to wait until the night possibly in order to actually make a raid.
I mean, for me, I was
Why?
thinking the sneaky buggers go do it.
We have one guy with arrows and a lot of napalm.
Okay,
We
the
don't
point.
need to make a raid.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I would say can you make fire jar? You could basically parse in the napalm off in the fire jars. Me and Vengeful will go and basically sabotage the and set fire to their siege works,
That's a good idea.
stealthy like.
I mean, if you can do it stealthy like, that's even better. If you need
I have to
distract-
ask, Vengeful, do you happen to have easy overlook presence?
Yes, actually.
Oh,
Do you want
wow.
do you want to come with me and we go on a little traipse? No one's seeing us.
Yep, sounds like a plan. A couple of jars of napalm as well.
Mhm.
Might as well make this fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't waste them. We only got so much of that.
Well, you're just parsing up.
It's a jar, not a.
You're probably parsing.
He
up
says
there.
that as he cracks open one barrel of 8.
Okay,
so-
quick question. Do you need a distraction, or are you just planning on going it?
I think if you do anything, it'll be a little bit more suspicious. Me and her are just going to be slipping out and into the city. We have plenty of urban cover to use.
I know, but the thing is, like, if I can distract them from and make an attack on the flank, I can distract them.
You know what? Just get on the battlement and start yelling at them and calling them names.
Sure.
Your mother was a hat. Etc. Etc.
I have 4 points in charisma.
Do you have
Actually,
any-
that would be my job.
Okay, Mosef, you go and start berating them.
Wait,
Yeah.
can I use charisma and linguistics in order to start insulting them in different languages?
Yep.
Again, linguistics is supposed to be for writing.
Well, no, linguistics is knowing a bunch of languages.
And knowing how to
Yeah,
read
but-
them too.
is for
Yeah, but for like skill-based checks, linguistics is your ability to write, and then performance or something else would be your ability to speak.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
That
And
makes sense,
real quick,
actually.
so Mosef, you have that ability to make people look at you, right?
Yep.
So you go on a tirade on them about the economic downsides of enforced labor.
Please don't play my character.
Sorry.
That's a pretty fair point. But
Yeah, I'm gonna get up on the walls and I'm gonna start hurling implications at them. It's like you are not working. You are not working for your true spirit. You are merely slaves to the system. These people in the city, they are truly your brothers. Not that false man. So I'm going to try to make them discouraged and encourage an emotion in them.
Your true enemies are the bourgeoisie.
Yep. Okay, so that targets their willpower plus their resistance divided in half, which for mortals should be less than 6.
Yeah, will stand regular troops, willpower. I can't see willpower as a stat. Is it a different section?
People
Okay,
should have
looking at it.
willpower. It's,
Yeah, looking at Anathema, mortals start at 2 willpower.
Just trying to find out where, because I'm going to need it before, so I need to find out where they put it in this stupid thing. Strength, dex, stamina, charisma, manipulation, appearance, perception, intelligence, wits, then skills, attacks.
It might be under, like, essence and stuff.
or willpower, possibly. So again, folks, if you've just joined us, White
Yeah.
Wolf can't write shit.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Willpower 6.
There we go.
What? They have more
Jesus,
willpower than me?
really?
Bear in mind that willpower 2 is explicitly labeled for people who are like broken.
Yeah, willpower
Yeah,
4.
so
Willpower 4
what's their
is.
resistance?
That's a skill, isn't it?
Yes.
Abilities.
Or I'm sorry, their integrity is what I'm targeting.
1, so 7.
So 7 divided in half, rounding down because they're mortals, so 3. So I beat that. So, yep, they're discouraged. They get a 1 dice penalty on any action to attack.
Which is big.
Yes, especially when the number of the. Yeah. They're not rolling as many dice as you are,
Poor mortals.
Mr.
And I
Malseth.
have a bomb that my troops can ignore valor checks.
All right, so
So you pick your way out for a sally port. Move easily across the ruins, because it is ruins by now.
Oh.
So
all right. So, eventually, you also spent the 3 modes for it.
I certainly did.
Okay. So we're not going to really be noticed. We're not really noticeable unless we do something particularly noticeable.
Or particularly stupid, like get caught.
No,
I mean,
even if they catch us, so that we're basically a part of their group. We're not.
To be fair, it does explicitly point out that it doesn't cover things like a -3 penalty where you're like a blood-covered solar and power armor at a social do.
Yes.
I think if they caught us literally burning the catapults, they might start asking questions.
Well, this is to get us to the catapult.
Maybe, guys, maybe you can take some of the camouflage using the clothing of some of the dead.
To be fair, it's a mercenary army, and we've already established from the shenanigans of last session that our mercenary uniforms have gotten us through just fine.
yeah,
All right.
mercenaries are wearing mercenary gear, which is basically whatever they looted from the last battle, just like all
I
your
mean,
troops.
they've got
Maybe
giant
like a
crosses
long
coming
man
at
or
us.
something.
If we want to do this, if we want to do this sillily, we could always just plant the napalm. No wait, you plant the napalm on the catapults, and then light it by arrow from further away.
Or just have it so that when they try to launch the catapult, the vial breaks.
Yeah, but it's not like it's going to burn on air contact.
I was actually just going to
That's
question
what
why on
the
earth we're
napalm
not
does.
just. I was just questioning why on earth we're not just going to set it off on a fuse and just walk away and let it burn behind us.
Do we have fuses? Okay, we can just do fuses if you like.
Well, you just trail powder.
So wait, where would the siege works be, right?
Well, presumably he's moved us over to one of the blocks.
No,
so-
I moved them. So
Yeah.
we're still over here.
Well, yeah, they're going to
Oh,
be targeting one of the gates, so
Jeez, that's.
they're probably more likely to be this. I'll make one of them larger. This one here, because there's 2 gates they could target there, quite close
That's
together.
true, yeah, because they
Alright.
get grey and blue, can't they?
Yeah.
So, Gray, what would it take for us to get there?
You're probably fine up until a certain part. They're probably more like out here in the open. So you're going to need to make a stealth check of some sort.
Okay. Fair
What
enough.
is the okay? Real quick, what is the text say for the this vulnerability serpent? Or so I can look it up real fast.
Oh, you mean for easily overlooked?
Yeah, it's page 230.
Give me a second, I will gen it up. Or my PDF reader will crash, that's cool.
That's how it goes.
Hell.
Amazing.
Charm makes a character difficult so their circumstances or battle readiness make him obvious. It causes awareness and investigation rolls made to notice the solar fail automatically unless the solar is currently joined the battle, fairly obvious reasons, or the observer has a minimum 2 die bonus from circumstance. Examples include a +1 bonus to guards received from being alert, a +1 bonus to notice a northerner in a southern city, and the +3 bonus to notice a blood-drenched orichalcum power-armoured solar at a formal dress party. Just to get it out of the way quickly, Dresden, did you bring your blood-soaked orichalcum power armor?
Unfortunately, no.
I haven't had a chance to drench the blood yet.
Jolly good.
All right.
Get that little faux pas out of the way quickly.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically, from what Gray's saying, on the approach isn't so much the problem, it's actually what's to get in the air where the engines is capped up.
Because
Alright.
they will be expecting people to come try and burn these big siege engines.
Yeah.
Not unreasonable.
No.
All right. So
They're gonna be alert, if nothing
But
else.
let's do the thing. The point of failure of all missions, the stealth check.
Yeah, I was going to say, to stunt mine out, I'm going to try and sort of establish myself amongst the team bringing in ammo to the
The
catapult.
hell?
So I'm sort of, waiting until the trains bring in ammunition and just sort of go in amongst them because, as far as I can tell, I'm just bringing more ammunition for the catapult. So I'm not bringing in, like, frickin' napalm or anything. I'm just bringing more rocks to throw at them tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
Adamant Hooded Prince is apparently bringing in napalm.
Oh god, Adamant, I've just seen that dice roll. Alright, Gray, do I get a stunt bonus to my check?
Yeah, you will.
It doesn't
How many
pay.
dice, please?
2.
Okay. 2, 4, 3. So I need to add 8 and just roll 1. There we go. Oh, I'm alright.
You're
At least one of
okay.
you succeeded.
They're going to. Adamant Hooded Prince is going to get a few questions.
If you few questions.
Yes, it's like... You! What you
yes.
doing?
My job.
What's that?
Delivery.
Like, why would he deliver? This guy's bringing the ammo.
Because I work for her.